Hi guys, I'm Epiphany Kendell, the author of Hood Girls Do It Better, the Hood Girls A to Z Guide to Success, and I'm here today talking with HBK.
So, yes, I'm here with Epiphany. Oh, I'm loving everything about what you stand for right now.
Thank you.
Not only are you a new upcoming book author of Hood Girls Do It Better, but you're also a fashion entrepreneur and soon to be mentor. Well, you basically mentor already.
Yeah, I definitely do. I'm enjoying it.
So tell me a little bit more of why you went into writing a book, a self-help book at that.
Well, I realized that there were a lot of young women in my neighborhood who were like going through all kinds of crazy situations that I've already been through or that I was going through at the time. And I had a few come ask me a few questions, like a few that were scared to talk to their mom or their aunts. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I've been through all of this in my life. They need help. It's only right that I write a freaking book for them. And then my mom said, you better stop saying it and just do it. So I don't know what happened. I honestly don't remember when I started, but all I know now is that I'm finished. So
You're here. That's and you're Christian.
Yeah.
So a lot of this is like the ultimate way of sharing your testimony.
Of course. And now I know for sure that everything I went through was not in vain.
Well, you gave me a little bit of it. So, like the attitude from like abortions and breakups and everything like that. The fact that you cover everything is like becoming. It's like a well-rounded person, you know, when you mentor other girls because they go through that.
They do. And the fact that I speak on situations that a lot of people don't speak on, like I also speak about STDs, molestation, rape, and like these are things that happen everywhere, especially within our communities, and it's not being spoken about. So I just said, you know what, F it, I don't care, I have to speak about it because situations that I've been through, I've had friends who wouldn't even tell me their situations until I told them mine, and then they're like, well, okay, and I'm like, this whole time? Really? You didn't say anything? So, yeah.
It's a burden when you hold everything in and it starts to eat away at you, and you can't be successful in life if you hold on to things of the past.
You can't. And that's, I feel like, the book launches on my 25th birthday, so I feel like this is going to be a whole new life for me. And I feel like from here on out, I'm going to be able to just be free and do whatever it is that I really want to do and be successful at it.
Okay. Just a little bit about attitudes that you spoke about in your book. What kind of attitude you would say is like the best attitude to have? Especially being from, you know, hood. Would you consider yourself from the hood?
I am from the hood. I'm not a hood girl, but I'm a girl from the hood. You know, girls from the hood do it better. That was just too much of a long slogan. But I think that the type of attitude that you have to have is things happen and give it to God. Seriously, because we're all going to experience things, even though like I wrote the book for the girl who hasn't been in situations and for ways to avoid it, and for the girl who's in the situation on how to get up out of it. It's all about, and I speak talent, every situation is about that right attitude. Don't become bitter. You can be sad, be depressed, get up out of that because things happen. You got to keep it moving.
Exactly. And like everything you said is truth. Like anybody who's watching, you know, just because something happened to you, you're not crushed. You're you know, shaken down, you're thrown down, but you're not crushed. It's not over for you.
No.
And God stretches out the battle so you can win because you're, you know. So also with your breakups, how did that affect you moving forward in your life and everything like that?
One thing about me is that whatever I've been through personally, I was always a go-getter. So if I'm going through whatever I'm going through with an ex, I'm still getting up like, oh no, I got to go to work and I got to go to school because I know this is what's going to get me to be over him anyway. So it affected me emotionally and just as far as self-esteem with different breakups, but as far as staying focused, I've always been that.
Exactly. And like, you know, that hood mentality, you know, a lot of people see the hood as, you know, it's not going nowhere. No, anyone in there, they're not going nowhere. But when you hear from stories on like TV and everything like that, they talk about coming out of the projects and into a mansion, and it's done. But a lot of people, they forget about that. They want to do it the hard way, the illegal way. But you're doing it the legal way, the right way.
I've dealt with the guys who've done it the illegal way, and I'm like, this is not, I hope you don't think this is going to get you anywhere, because even though, excuse me, I was in this situation with these type of guys, it's like, I'm like, is this what you're going to always do? Because that was my thing, the tough guys, the bad guys, whatever, but I always knew, like, this is not who I'm going to marry. So it was just a kind of right here, right now kind of thing. Now that I'm, like, saving myself, I'm waiting for my husband, is like, that's not even my thing. I'm not even attracted to that anymore, because when you know better, you do better.
And hood girls do better.
We do.
So tell me a little bit of your next venture. I know right now the book release is going to be December 7th. So, and that's your birthday?
It is.
Oh my God.
25.
You're turning the quarter. At 25,
yeah.
how does someone already feel like, because a lot of people put age on, timing and success and everything, and I think by 30 or 40, you're successful. But at 25, like, what do you tell those people?
That's the thing. My mom and a few people asked, like, oh, so you're successful? What does this Hood Girls A to Z guide to success really mean? And I tell them success is what you make it. If you're in school and you're getting A's and B's, you're successful. If you feel like you were depressed and got up out of a situation, you were successful at that. So success is what you make it. And at 25, it's like, it doesn't matter what age you are, you can strive to get whatever it is that you want. Let success, because to me, to a lot of people, they're like, oh, Pip hasn't gone anywhere, she hasn't done anything. It's because you don't see the tangible things, the Benz and the apartments and the jewels and all these name brand doesn't mean I'm not successful. I'm far more successful than you, because you're just, say for instance,
To show.
Exactly. What are you going to have years down the line? I'm doing something and working hard so that I can grow and my kids can have something, not just for the now. So success is what you make it.
Exactly. If you look at Sojourner Truth and Martin Luther King and everything like that, they had a vision then. Did they know they would be successful now? We still look at them. So it's not even about the right now. It's about the future. Like, if you see it, you'll achieve it.
Definitely. And I just recently did went and spoke at a school, in alternative school in New Jersey, and I did a vision board activity with them, and I told them, like, if you can think it and you can see it, you can do it. So vision boards are very important, and I had to explain that. They had a good time and they got it down, and it was cool.
Right now, are you working with any like particular young lady that looks up to you?
Not one in particular, just many. I have, like, especially around from around my neighborhood, they text me whatever drama, whatever problems, and it's many.
So how do you react when people tell you about their stories, their testimonies, or just what they're going through? How do you react without not getting too emotional, or do you?
There is no such thing as too much. I'm an emotional being, period. So I have to learn, what I'm learning now is to hold it down. Because someone coming to me, they're looking to me for something, for the strength. So I can't be all crying and boo-hooing because of a sad situation. You know what I mean? I have to think with a clear head, and I always say a prayer before God when someone's coming to me for advice, because I know it's not just me. I can't just tell you, it's not me alone anyway.
Exactly. And girl, every time you talk with someone who's of faith, you always have to, praise God and everything like that, because he is the one who gave you the vision. And anytime you feel weak in your vision, he's going to strengthen you. So, like, I admire you with everything that you're doing here. I'm just going to say it. Are you single, or are you looking at it? Because I know a whole bunch of people are like, oh my gosh, she's cute,
I'm all the way single, but the thing, I have a few guy friends when I feel who understand my hustle. So they're like, listen, whenever you have time and you want to link up, let's link up. Go get something to eat, something to, you know what I mean? So I just got out of a situation like back early this year. I need to get the 2 years I spent in that relationship back. So right now I'm celibate. Right now I'm just focused on having a closer relationship with God and my business, and that's it. Couple of dates here and there, and that's it, honey.
How do they react when you say you're celibate? Because I know
a lot of guys, like, I have a few, they respect me. that's one thing. Most guys, they do respect me because I demand respect. So it's just like, all right, you're either with it or you're not. And that's just it. But other than that, it's pretty cool. I don't even, hothead type of guys anymore aren't even my thing. So I don't really deal with anyone who would have a problem with that.
See, guys, so if you don't have a vision, you don't have a plan with your life, then don't even look for Epiphany right now. And she's celibate, so don't even think you're going to try to tempt her. That's not what's happening. So from here on, I know you're busy. Today is really crazy for you. Any sleep? None?
Not at all. So after this, I have my tasting with my chef who's going to make the foods for my book launch. And then I have a meeting with my stylist who's going to come put some outfits together for me. And then it's my girls' night out. So, you work hard, you play hard.
Definitely loving the book and what it means. Like, a lot of people leave the hood and they forget about the people who are in it. That's the supporters. But if you don't take people from your hood and branch out, you'll never really have a following. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's really good what you're doing.
You can have the following, but it's just that, like, can they reach you? And I'm still in the hood. I still live in the hood. So this is what makes me, if you go to my YouTube, Epiphany Kendell, you would see literally, like, from the first video on up, me trying different things, me telling you how I feel, me till this day. So even when that time comes when I'm sitting next to Oprah or whatever the case may be, you're gonna see that too. I'm always gonna show who I am and what I'm about, because the hustle is real. And I looked up to people like Kimora Lee Simmons and of course Oprah, Russell Simmons, Jay-Z, but you see the hustle, but where's the real female hustle, and not just with rap.
Exactly, especially with the hip-hop culture, the urban culture.
Right. And Kimora, she started out as modeling, but let's keep it real. Has she never met Russell, how long would she be where she is this quick? You get what I'm saying? Not knocking nobody hustle or whatever, but I really want to show that I'm from the hood, I'm still in the hood, and I'm grinding to get up out the hood, and this is how it is. This is what you need to do. You got to stay focused, and these are the keys. So that I want to bring my girls from point A to point B every step of the way.
Exactly. And when you do that, you strengthen the men as well, because if women do better, they can lead the men. You know what I'm saying? Baggy pants, saggy pants, and all that.
All of that.
So I have a little thing for you, because I have a little gift. Since I know your favorite color is white. And this is actually a bracelet from my upcoming line. So
girl, you ain't tell me how to
I mean, I'm a jack of all trades.
Over you. Yes, honey. I like this.
Yay, and it fits.
Kind of like goes with my eye, the blue.
Oh, okay. So
chicks love gifts.
Exactly. So that's what I do. I'm always like blessing just for, meeting with me, sitting with me, and telling your story. I really appreciated that.
Now I feel bad because I don't have anything.
Girl, bye. This is something, me knowing who you are, getting it out there, that's good enough for me.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
So tell people where to find you.
Everything from Twitter to Facebook and Instagram is Epiphany Kendell. EPIPHANY KENDELL.
Exactly. And look out for her book, Hood Girls Do It Better. December 7th is the launch, 2013. Don't go next year thinking it's coming out next year. It's coming out this year.
It actually, yesterday made 30 days. So it's 29 days today, because it's the 7th. Today's the 8th.
Nice.
Girl, count down.
So goodbye, everybody. Till next time. Peace, love, and knowledge.